clapback gang. What's good, quiet gang? Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it was. When cousin, time to get to it. Yo. Let's go.
Welcome to the Clapback Show. I'm the one and only Big Silence, and this is the original Clapback Show. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and the rest will amaze you beyond. Welcome to the Clapback Show. I'm the one and only Big Silence, and this is the original Clapback Show. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and the rest will amaze you beyond.
Godlighter, that's what that is.
Welcome to the Clapback Show. I'm the one and only Big Silence, and this is the original Clapback Show. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and the rest will amaze you beyond. Welcome to the Clapback Show. I'm the one and only Big Silence, and this is the original Clapback Show. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and the rest will amaze you beyond.
I do a marathon running, be competitors to death. I got 1,000 rounds drawn, boy, I wear it like a belt. I got
Yo, let's get it. Y'all know we finna
Allow
get
me
into
to
the news,
reintroduce myself. My name is
Get into
Silence.
it. There's a lot of
Quiet
stuff
gang, what's
going
good?
on, man.
Let's go.
Got something on Gucci. I got something on Torey Lanez.
Okay, I'm reloading.
Make sure you don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get it.
Damn, y'all gonna make me be early. What's good, clapback gang? What's good, quiet gang? We in this thing to get this change, man. We in this thing to and plant your brain, whatever you want to call it, man. Don't leave stains. We ain't on that. We ain't on that. We peaceful over here. What's good with it, guys? Everybody straight? You took your nutrition, your vitamins, your vegetables, everything you're supposed to take for you to stay pumping and able to get up out the bed today. I hope so, because if you didn't, you gonna click out. You're gonna be gone. You're gonna be out of here, man. You gotta take care of yourself. Health is wealth, man. You ain't know it. Listen to the poet, man. I'll put you on game, man. Yes, sir, man. What's good? What's good? We got a lot of news to get into today, man. We got Torey Lanez got something going on. We got Big Juicy got something going on. Oh man, there's a bunch of different little, you know what I'm saying, little bits and pieces here and there. Not no explosive news, but you know what I'm saying. Just some random pop up. Some of it gotta still wait on updates to see if it's actually true or not. Some of it is true, and might not. You know what I'm saying? Might not be that exciting, but it's news. That's what's out. That's what it's. What we talking about today? Let's see. Man, see, let me go. Oh, yeah, let me go and get my show. Why you not going? Get out of here, man. Go. Oh, yeah, we in this thing. We in this thing. We in this thing. Let's get it. Let's get it. First off. Let me. Oh, I got this open. Get rid of that. Let me see. What's good with it? What's good, guys? We in the building. We in the building. It's Monday. You know, regular Monday, regular schmegler. You know what I'm saying? Getting into some news clips. First thing we're gonna talk about. What we gonna get into? Man, hold on. First, let me lock that up. Let me see. Billy Ray Cyrus. We're gonna get to Billy Ray Cyrus, man. You know what I'm saying? Him and his family, man, they decided to end the feud. They had a lot of They had some family feud going on, something, where they weren't kind of like, where they were bumping heads or something. They really wasn't too much dealing with each other and stuff. And they decided to throw that all out the window, man. It's footage of them out and about, man. You know what I'm saying? And let's go and get into it. Let's see what that's about. So right here, we got, hold on, let me see. You're going too fast. Slow down, Playboy. And get the commercial. Right here, we got, start it over. All right, Miley Cyrus reunites with daddy Billy Ray Cyrus. Breaks silence on rumored feud with parents. So they want to squash their family feud right now. They didn't nipping it in the bud. No, ain't no feuding going on. Man, we good over here. Uh, Billy Ray Cyrus, he got his little situation going on with his drinking habit or something. Where he be on stage about to pass out and stuff, but that man's rich. He's good. He really ain't even got to perform no more if he don't want to. He just pretty much just, you know, hey, you catch him sober, you catch him sober. If you don't, you don't. At this point, he like, I don't care. I'm rich. I'm paid. He gonna sell out. The show gonna, you know what I'm saying? He gonna sell out shows unless he just ruin the show for himself or something. But Billy Ray Cyrus is always gonna be popular. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like one of the famous, one of them kind of mythical people, man. They don't know, they can't do no wrong. No matter what they do, they can do no wrong. And you don't never hear about him in no financial straits. He don't have no problem, no kind of bankruptcy, none of that. But yeah, let's go and get into the clip. This is like a video right here of them, I guess, out hitting the carpet. Miley Cyrus's daughter. Uh, let me check, see, clarify more what that is. Whoa, go back. Okay. Miley Cyrus broke her silence about rumors of a feud with her parents after she reunited with her father, Billy Ray Cyrus. On Friday, Billy Ray took to Instagram to post a selfie of him, daughter Miley, and son Brayson Cyrus. The family members were joined by the 32-year-old Wrecking Ball singer's boyfriend, Max Mirando. As they posed outside while wearing sunglasses in a photo Billy Ray posted to mark Brayson's 31st birthday. Happy birthday, Brayson. Billy Ray, 63, wrote in the caption. Hold on, y'all. Oh, yeah, I want to go back up so I can show you the whole clip. Hold on. Yeah, so that's Miley Cyrus. I guess it's just her walking on the red carpet. And her brother, her family members. But I don't see the daddy. He might be there, but I don't see him. So anyway, down here, happy birthday, Brayson. Billy Ray 63 wrote in the caption, tagging Miley, Brayson, and Mirando. A day later, Miley posted on Instagram story after social media users had pointed out her mother, Tish Cyrus, unfollowed her earlier in the week. Billy Ray Cyrus' inauguration stumble reignites years of household drama who in the famous family. I rarely comment on rumors, but my mama and I are too tight for anything to ever come between us. That's what I'm talking about. Miley wrote in the post she uploaded Saturday. You don't ever got have no kind of feud. No, you know what I'm saying? There no social media, whatever the internet is saying about y'all, man. The family is family. They go through stuff and then they're gonna link right back up. Don't ever have the world thinking that you were so strange to where y'all don't claim each other, you don't see each other, you don't know each other, because they gonna feed off of that. Social media feed off of that. They get paid off of that. Yeah, they be putting out news footage every day. Y'all how they not speaking. Billy Ray Cyrus know how they work. You know how I go. Yeah, this happens all around the world. It's called Family feuds. Like I said, they don't last. Sometimes they don't even be true. It just depends on who you know what I'm saying? Who you get your news from. Anyway, I rarely come in the room but my mama and I already said all right. So these is pictures right here. You know what I'm saying? Him hanging with the family. So hey, ain't no smoke. Ain't got no problems over here. We good. Everybody straight this way. We out and about. Yeah, yeah. Spending that Billy Ray Cyrus money. It's Cyrus money. All of them is paid. Um, I think that's a good thing, you know. Kill them family feud rumors. Get folks out your business, man. So right here, I'm gonna open it up. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. She's my best friend, the Grammy winner at like a lot of moms. She doesn't know how to work her phone and somehow unfollow me. Simple, coincidental, and uninteresting. My dad and I have had our challenges over the years. Now, in my 30s, family is my priority above all else. I'm at peace knowing bridges have been built and time has done a lot of healing. Grateful for the good health and love that flows through my family. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. So ain't no dramas. Ain't no dramas. Yeah, yeah. Look at them, man. Looking like a family should look. Happy. You know what I'm saying? What else do y'all want? What do y'all want from Billy Ray Cyrus? What do you want from me? On Wednesday, Billy Ray indicated he was planning to meet with Miley. The achy breaky heart singer shared a throwback video of Miley playing the piano, which he captioned, "Can't wait to see this young lady. Crazy how time flies." Later that day, fans flocked to the comment section of a post on Tish's Instagram page, questioning her about appearing to unfollow her daughter on the platform after her ex-husband post. Nosy folks. His clarified the situation in reply to one Instagram user writing, "Have no idea how that happened, but it's fixed now." Boom. That's how you change. That's how you end that room. That's exactly how you end it. Just one statement, boom, and it's over. It's done. Ain't really nothing else you got to say about that. I wouldn't have said nothing else. I wouldn't have elaborated on it. I would have left it right where it was at. On Thursday, Tish doubled down in a post on her ex page. "I would never unfollow Miley. Her and I are as close as we've always been, period. Love you, little Miley Cyrus." The podcast host wrote. You know, so y'all can get all that. And this is her. This is Miley Cyrus responding. I rarely comment on one. My mama and I are too tight for anything. So that's what I read y'all earlier. This is the actual Instagram post that she put up. Yeah, so yeah, they ain't playing, man. It's real love over there. So y'all can go ahead, y'all can go and squash them little rumors and stuff. Even if you hear something or you see something, man, it's just regular family stuff. There ain't nothing gonna happen. They gonna still be together. They gonna stay together forever. That's what families do. Rumors of a family rift began to swirl after Tish and Billy Ray's divorce in 2000. See what I'm saying? Y'all all in their business. Y'all folks just nowadays be so nosy, man. Normal life to a celebrity is considered news gossip, and I can't believe to the regular world. When and they was broke and they was just regular folks living down the street and all this was going on, nobody would give a F. Nobody would give two F's about them into it with each other. Or no feud or divorce. The husband and dad and divorce. Nobody would give a damn. But because it's Billy Ray Cyrus, we expect perfection. We expect perfection and no correction. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that. When everybody is human, nobody's perfect. Y'all get off this stuff. Stop trying to make folks look bad all the time, man. Because you're just gonna be wasting your time. You're gonna be wasting your time trying to get a narrative pushed out when it's just gonna be looked at as, man, it's just typical family stuff, man. Speculation of a Cyrus family feud uh, began after Noah and Bryson were noticeably absent from Tish's wedding when she married Dominique Purcell in August 2023. Miley served as her mother's maid of honor and walked Tish down the aisle during the Malibu nuptials. Tish's wedding was also attended by Brandon and Trace. Months later, Miley was absent when Billy Ray married Australian Australian singer Fire. Then Fire 36, Billy Ray and Fire Rose announced their engagement in November 2022. A month later, Miley and Billy Ray unfollowed each other on Instagram. Damn, who that? First off, who the heck be sitting here keeping up with people unfollowing people? What kind of life do you got? Mm, mm, mm. I hear the lameness in it. I get so sick of hearing it. I get so damn sick and tired of hearing it. Somehow somebody done went and tracked down a family member unfollowing another family member. Whose business is that of yours? Why do you care? Y'all took that and y'all gonna spread it as Billy Ray Cyrus family feud explosive going on I'm like he finna disown his kids or something? Like he finna do something that's the new man, what in the blue chops? What in the plastic chopsticks? This crazy, man. Y'all take anything and just do anything with it, man. Folks can't even be divorced nowadays, man. Oh, folks was absent. So what? It's weird, man. Ooh, what they following each other. Y'all all in they unemployability. The party in the United States of America, hitmaker further the party in USA hitmaker further fueled rumors of a feud with Billy Ray after she snubbed him when she won her first ever Grammy Award in February 2024. Billy Ray filed for divorce from Fire Rose in July 2024, and their split was finalized that August. In January, Billy Ray stumbled on stage during a performance at President. See, that's what I was just talking about. Him stumbling and acting like he was real drunk. Performing at the president's inauguration celebration. Afterward, fans and family members voiced concerns about the singer, questioning his health and stability. He good. He in great health. Shit, like he had enjoyed his health real good before he went on that stage. He just kicked it. Drunk a little too much, smoked a little too much. Shit, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I said, that man is at an age now where he's enjoying his life. He's living. He has been performing. He has been all across the world. He has put out multiple hits. Live your life, Billy Ray. Because I remember I did a news clip on him, on it. And it's still on. If you go on my channel, you'll see it. The performance. If y'all haven't seen it, like I said, I got it on my channel, y'all. And, yeah. He looked like he was drunk. He looked like he was out of it. But it's Billy Ray Cyrus. Shit, the whole crowd singing the song. He ain't got to sing that. He used to that. What happened, he went to the inauguration, and he treated the inauguration like it was a regular show he was doing, like like somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like in Colorado, or you know what I'm saying? Like a big arena. Well, not a big arena, but he kind of performed like he was at like a small club or something. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like he was kicking it with the audience rather than performing with them. So I can feel what he was doing. I understand what Billy Ray Cyrus had going, y'all. This man has been around the world. He has performed in every damn venue that you can think of in the world. And you got venues where you have to be like this, and you got venues where you gotta be like this. You got some shows where he can be relaxed. You can hang with the audience. You can drink with the audience while you're performing. You can kick it with them. Then you got the inauguration. You got places like that where you got to wear a three-piece suit and your hair got to be all, done and combed, and you got to walk out. Uh, it's just different. The inauguration's different. Billy Ray Cyrus was like, I'm not finna change for nothing. I don't care what's going on right now. I'm in here. Like I said, he was performing like he was at a juke joint or something. That's all I got. I just got like he was performing in a juke joint, and it was like 3 or 4 in the morning. Yeah, kicked it real hard, but nothing too embarrassing, man. Uh, Expressing his families on January 23rd, Trace penned an open letter to Billy Ray on Instagram expressing his family's worry and asking his father to seek help. Trace posted a follow-up message after his first letter, claiming his adoptive father was uh how can I say this? adoptive father was uh was can't say that word. Adoptive father was scaring him with legal action of the initial letter. A few days later, Billy Ray seemingly responded to Tracy's public plea, saying he continues to pray for his children. Shout out, shout out, shout out. That's what's up. Look at that, y'all. Look at that mind. Look at that mind. Oh, that's our old picture right there. Uh, but that's a good picture though. At the time, people reported that Miley planned to stay out of the conflict. Miley used to feel overwhelmed by the family drama. She worked hard to remove herself. She's not about to get involved again, a source told the outlet. She's in a great place now. She's thriving, looking out for herself. In a comment to People magazine, Bryson Cyrus, who worked with Billy Ray on his new album, weighed in on the strained relationship between his dad and brother. I don't have any bad feelings towards anyone in my family, he told the outlet. Simple as that. Bang. Don't say nothing else. That's all you got to say. Look at him, man. That's a recent picture. That's a new picture right there. Where the smoke at? Where the problems at? Where the feud at? Where I don't love him, he don't love me. It ain't nowhere. Because social news outlets, YouTubers, and journalists want you to believe that. Just to keep something going spinning out. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing new, man. It's been going on for 100 years. It's gonna keep on going on long. The more famous you is, the more they gonna talk. Make up stuff and do stuff like that. In March, Billy Ray shared on an emotional post in which he celebrated Miley and Noah after they released new music. So all his kids is putting out hits, putting out music, just like he did. Just like he did. Holy sh! I seldom ever swear in my post. This deserves one. You are witnessing in real time what it feels like for a dad who within less than 1 week time has had his A kicked and his mind blown by not one, but two of his own daughters, he wrote, tagging his daughters, flesh and blood, completely taking their art to a whole new level, he added. Congratulations, girls. Well done. I'm so dang proud of both of y'all, both of you. I'm actually crying as I write this. Thank God you can't see me. Have fun now and be happy. Love, Dad. Yeah, man. So we definitely we gotta learn to stay out of people's business, man. Stay out of folks' business, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always what you think it is. It ain't always what you think it is. All right, what we got going on now? We to the next subject. We got a Spanish singer by the name of Rodriguez passed away. Uh, I don't know what was going on, but apparently he passed. Let me see. Let's say Mexicans American singer Johnny Rodriguez, whose 1970s country hits top charts, passes at 73 years old. Uh, Prayers and condolences to his family. First and foremost, let's get that out the way. This is a picture of the artist. If you know anything about him, country music star Johnny Rodriguez, a popular Mexican American singer best known for chart-topping hits in the 1970s, such as "I Just Can't Get Her Out of My Mind," "Riding," "My Thumb to Mexico," and "That's the Way Love Goes," has passed. He's 73 years old. Rest in love. So yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? He did everything that he wanted to do in life, and he established a career that left a path for his kids and grandkids and everybody behind him to enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, cool. What I want to say, appreciation to all the work that he put out, all the work that he did, and all it's gonna do is keep your legacy going. It's gonna keep your legacy living on. You know what I'm saying? Don't look at this as a bad situation. Look at this as a growing situation. Rodriguez passed Friday in San Antonio from health complications, according to his daughter, Aubrey Rodriguez. She also shared a statement on social media saying he went peacefully and was surrounded by family. Dale was not only a legendary musician whose artistry touched millions around the world, but also a deeply loved husband, father, uncle, and brother, whose warmth, humor, and compassion shaped the lives of all who knew him, she wrote. So his daughter definitely loved him, definitely miss him. And I can't even imagine. I don't even want to get into that. Rodriguez was named the most promising male vocalist at the 1972 Academy of Country Music Awards, and his debut introducing Johnny Rodriguez was nominated for Album of the Year in 1973. More than a dozen of his albums and singles landed in the top 10. Rodriguez later said his career suffered after he began to use drugs, alcohol excessively. Rodriguez was born in Sabinal, Rodriguez was born in Sabinal, Texas, a small town about 60 miles, 100 kilometers west of San Antonio, and about 90 miles, 145 kilometers east of the U.S.-Mexico border. Uh, a Texas jury acquitted Rodriguez of, whoa, hold on, y'all. So I didn't even know that. So he beat an M charge. A Texas jury acquitted Rodriguez of M in 1999, about a year after he walked into his mother's house in Sabinal and popped once at an acquaintance whom he thought was a burglar. Israel Barrigo, 26, passed the day after he was popped. Rodriguez continued to play concerts in South Texas, and he was inducted into the Texas Country Music Hall of Fame in 2007. Woo! So this man, not only was he a talented musician that's well known, like he has a high, you know what I'm saying? He's got a high elevated name, but he also got a body. So he's a Mexican singer who put out a lot of good music, and he also called him a body, and he beat the charge. So he had some gangster in him, man. Rodriguez continued to play concerts. So yeah, that's what's up right there, man. So resting, like I said, man, prayers, condolences going out to the family, rest in love, rest in peace, however you look at it. You know what I'm saying? He's gone to a better place. And apparently, like I said, he's lived a good life. He lived a he's lived a life. He done some stuff. He ain't just no regular smuggler. That man done some stuff, man. Ooh, anytime you got a body, yes, sir. But like I said, man, prayers and condolences going out to the family. We're gonna go and get into the next topic. So there was a daughter of, and I think she was an actor. I'm not sure. Was she an actor? Let's see. Maggie Gyllenhaal and Peter Sarsgaard arrested at Columbia University protests. No, did I say she passed? No, yeah, I said she was arrested. Yeah, the daughter was arrested. Like I said, she was the daughter of Maggie Gyllenhaal and Peter Sarsgaard. And apparently there's some political people fighting politics about something. That's a picture. If anybody know who she is, I guess this is the daughter right here, and she's the one that got arrested. Basically, just out protesting. You know what I'm saying? Uh, they got more details here, but it's been a lot of protest arrests going on. I even got some FBI agents that got arrested somehow dealing with some kind of protest. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. The daughter of actors Maggie Gyllenhaal and Peter Sarsgaard was among those arrested at the latest Colombian university protest, marking the latest development in the anti-war demonstrations that also led to temporary suspension of student journalists. On Friday, the New York Post reported that 18-year-old Amanda Sarsgaard, Colombian freshman, was arrested during Wednesday's campus protest, where students demonstrated against Israel's uh, D-word war in Gaza. So I guess if you into politics, you know what I'm saying, you know about that. I ain't been keeping up with that. Yeah, I like protesting, but it just depends on what it's for. Sarsgaard was given a desk appearance ticket for criminal trespassing. A desk appearance ticket? What the hell is that? Y'all know the desk? Y'all know what that is? A desk appearance ticket? I don't know what that. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Outlet reported. Let me see. The alley reported, citing people familiar with the matter. The university did not immediately respond to a request for comment about the Post report. The rest of Sarsgaard, along with dozens of others, came from anti-war student activists occupied part of the main Butler Library building on Columbia University for several hours in a show of solidarity with Palestinian liberation. Oh yeah, by the way, how did everybody's Mother's Day go? I hope everybody's Mother's Day went good. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday, took your mom out, went and seen your mama, did all that. I forgot to put that in my intro. That is the title. I mean, I did have that on my thumbnail. I hope everybody enjoyed their day with their mom. You know what I'm saying? Treat her like a queen. Always. Don't ever forget that. But let's get back. The rest, Sarsgaard, let me see. The rest of Sarsgaard, along with dozens of others, came. I think I already read that. Uh, I'm still wondering what a desk appearance. What a desk appearance is. I don't have no clue what that is. Okay, renaming the space the Basil All Arise People's University. The students hung a sign that read, "Strike for Gaza," while others distributed pamphlets calling on the university to divest from funds and business involved in Israel's war there. Videos posted on social media show students also locking arms and chanting, "We have nothing to lose but our chains." Right? Standing up for your rights. Sometimes you got to do that. You got, you know what I'm saying? You can't just tell them. You got to show them. You got to boost to the ground. Go out there. So here go a clip right here. This is a clip of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, boost. They out there. They ain't just on the internet just saying stuff and trying to make moves. They going in the buildings. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look like they about 200-300 deep. They up in that thing. Let me go back. I'm gonna go back. Let me see if I have more clip than that. Oh, that's probably yeah. Uh, We'll never, what they say, we'll never be defeated. Hold on, y'all. We'll never be defeated. Oh, clan. Check them out. Yeah, they serious about that, man. I ain't playing. Cut the volume on right quick. Hold on. I guess we can hear a little bit of what they saying. Come on, volume. Good boy, little bit of volume. I'm gonna cut it off. Hold on, y'all. All right. Look at big dude coming up out of there, boy. He must be security. He must be security. In response, university officials called in the police. In response, university officials called in the police, leading to many students being forcefully arrested. So she wasn't the only one. They arrested a lot of students out there. A statement on Wednesday from the university acting president Claire Shipman said, "Disruptions to our academic activities will not be tolerated, and our violations of our rules and policies. This is especially unacceptable while our students study and prepare for final exams." Meanwhile, a separate statement on social media from student activists said, "We are facing one of the largest militarized police forces in the world. Deputized public safety officers have choked and beaten us, but we have not wavered. We will not be useless intellectuals. Palestine is our compass, and we stand strong in the face of violent repression." All right now. Stand for what you believe in. You got to get out, like I said, you got to get out there and get scraped and bumped a little bit to let them know you ain't playing. After the protest, Columbia University and its sister school, Bernard College, issued temporary suspensions to 4 students, journalists who reported on the demonstration at the library for Columbia Spectator and WKCI. The Columbia Spectator reported that the students identified themselves as press to public safety officers. So they was like acting like they was They said, yeah, we depressed. Y'all ain't depressed. Y'all supposed to be in school doing your homework and stuff. Y'all out here. That's all right. That's good. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they already know what they set out to be in life, and it's to make some things happen, to make changes. According to the outlet, the students received email notices of their temporary suspensions on Thursday afternoon from Rules Administrator Gregory Worrell and Bernard Dean Leslie Greenwich. In his email to one of the student reporters, Worrell said the student may have participated in a disruptive protest in 301 Butler Library. Greenwich wrote to the three other students, reporters saying that their alleged actions at Butler Library posed an ongoing threat of disruption or interference with normal operations at both Varna and Columbia. So they weren't, like I said, they weren't playing. They was ready to go to jail for what they believed in. Sometimes you got to do that. Columbia University lifted its temporary suspension of one of the student reporters approximately 5 hours after initial notification. Columbia Spectator reports at about 9 a.m. on Friday, Menard College lifted the suspensions of the three other student journalists. The latest wave of student-led anti-war demonstrations at Columbia University come amid the Trump administration sweeping crackdowns on student protests and free speech across U.S. universities as Israel continues its daily attacks on Gaza. In recent months, federal officials have detained numerous students for their anti-war activism, including Mohsen Mahadawi, Mohsen Mahadawi, Columbia University student and green card holder who was recently released. If y'all can pronounce that name better than me, thank you, and I'll send you some money for it. Others detained include Muhammad Khalil, Columbia University graduate who remains in custody at an immigration detention facility in Louisiana. That was two hard names to pronounce. Mohsen Mahdawi, Mohsen Mahadawi, and Mohsen Mahadawi and Muhammad Khalil. Definitely not American. Unless they mix, like I said, they could be mixed. I don't know. That sound racist. My bad. I mean, I'm gonna say I'm not trying to sound racist. I just if they hard to pronounce, they hard to pronounce. It's just what it is. I don't know. Y'all tell me. All right, let's get on with the FBI agents that got arrested, man. So check this out. We got some FBI agents that got themselves into some nitwit stuff. I don't know. 4 FBI agents reassigned over BLM protests. Well, they got reassigned. I don't think they got arrested. They had just got reassigned with whatever that meant. What does that mean? Lost their job, got demoted. At least 4 FBI agents who held senior positions were recently reassigned due to photographs of them kneeling during 2020 protests in Washington, D.C. following George Floyd's death. While some inside the bureau supported the kneeling and necessary to diffuse tensions, others viewed it as damaging to law enforcement authority. The lack of a clear explanation for the reassignments under Director Cash Patel has reportedly left some agents frustrated. So y'all, wait a minute. Y'all got mad at the FBI agents for kneeling in respect of a demised black man that was taken by police officers. And like I said, I'm trying to figure out what they did. What did they do that was wrong? I don't know. Several agents moved from senior roles in counterintelligence, counterterrorism, and cybercrimes to new positions that appear to be demotions. So they moved into different positions that was lower positions than what they had because they kneeled during, you know what I'm saying? What? Is it just me? Are we getting Kaepernick? Is that how you pronounce his name? Kaepernick? Are we getting Kaepernick vibe? Oh, I hear my coffee. I almost lost it. Man, we getting Kaepernick vibes up. Hold on, y'all. There's some more coffee for them. Mm, mm. Right, right. You are coming down. You are coming down. Because I can be behind the scenes. I ain't gotta always hide them. But behind the scenes, man, woo, what we going, what we going to do? You know what I'm saying? Y'all see me coming out? I don't know. Okay, good. Ah, thank God I didn't have no camera on. Yeah, I think that's it on that. I don't think it's no more on that. On that. Man, y'all, let me explain something, man. Ever since Microsoft repaired my microphone, man. Ever since they fixed my mic, man, I don't know how to act now. I be about wanting to go live every day now, man. See, as soon as when I got this computer, I used to have like so many technical problems I had to figure out, but the microphone was the main one. I could never get it. I could never get it, and I just dealt with it for like I dealt with it for like a month, about 2 months, really longer than that. It was about 2 months. It just really started acting up in that last month. Like, man, I was like, what now? Let's go on to the next story, though, man. Y'all see me, I'm sitting there a bit. Okay, P. Diddy. It's an update on P. Diddy. Sean Combs, the man with the plan. Man with the plan. Combs, Sean Diddy Combs, ex trafficking and racketeering trial began next week. And you said, I already know that. It's all across the internet. But the update is we got somebody that uh basically the father to one of the kids he adopted. It's coming out and saying some stuff about P. Diddy, man. He ain't really saying stuff, but he's saying like he's coding it. Well, it's almost like building us up to prepare us for him going to court and saying some stuff on P. Diddy that's gonna get him thrown away under that cell. The high profile racketeering and ex trafficking trial of music mogul John Diddy Combs, which has sent shockwaves through the global entertainment industry, is scheduled to begin next week with the opening statements and will stretch into the summer. Woo! Yeah, so it's gonna go all that long. I ain't gotta read. I'm not reading none of this stuff because y'all already has been on the internet flying. Y'all already know who P Diddy is and what's going on. If you don't, I recommend you go do your research homework. I am not finna recite all this that has been repeated gazillion times about why he's in jail right now and what he got going on. Holmes has pled not guilty to all charges, of course. Everybody does that. Like I said, the only update on this is they're almost done with the jury selection. They finna go and get the actual trial started. And they also, while they was doing the jury selection and discussing the pre-trial, some celebrity names came up. And there's a few names in there. Michael B. Jordan was one of them. Kanye West was one of them. A couple artists, and that was in the group. Yeah, he got a fight on his hands. But I told y'all it was the father of a child he adopted that goes by the name of Al B. Sure, who is a famous R&B artist. Before P Diddy ever hit the scene, this man was already out. He was already in the world. He was already known. He was famous. Well, P Diddy, basically, and I'll be sure had got sick, caught a stroke, ended up in the hospital, almost gone. This man don't have any health conditions, don't have any health problems, and then he just don't smoke, he don't drink. Just out of nowhere, he had a stroke and was almost gone. And then when he's speaking on it in an interview, he's making it sound like P Diddy, P Diddy got something to do with it. He was behind it because before the stroke, they was trying to silence him They were trying to keep him quiet. He was already speaking on P. Diddy doing stuff, doing weird stuff. He had been speaking on it. When nobody paying him no attention. Like when he go take us to the police station, when he would report it, they would just talk him into not, going any further. Come to find out the same people that he was reporting it to, trying to get help from, was working for P. Diddy themselves. So y'all can see where I'm going with this. P. Diddy is looking real bad right now. Also, they said P. Diddy, when some people came in there, some witnesses, he got up and had to go say he had to go to the bathroom. And he had made a statement that he was nervous. And anytime you say something like that, that means you see some people that you know you done wrong to. And your lawyers can't help you. Nobody can help you right now. You're in the world of your own. But I do have that clip. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna just keep talking about it. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna be sitting here reading all day. Took away from reading. We're gonna get into this clip and show y'all. Show y'all what's going on, man. Matter of fact, I can slide out of here. Let me see. It's Torey Lanez. We'll wait on it. Once y'all see this clip, I'll be sure. Pause it. See, that's what I be talking about right there. Pause it. See, I ain't pausing. This ain't the video I clicked on. Man, what did y'all, man, just been weird stuff going on, man. That is not the video I clicked on. Did y'all just see what video I clicked on? Y'all see what video opened up? Jesus. Just technology. The malfunctions of technology. I've been going through that past 2 days, 3 days. It's just been weird stuff. My iPhone been acting weird. Everything's been just, the internet shut down last night. Siri don't work. There's a bunch of weird stuff going on. Come on, y'all, fix this shit. Get it together, man. Pause button's not working. Volume mute button's not working. It takes me, I have to keep clicking on it 3 or 4 times for it to recognize that I clicked on it. Come on, man, y'all help me out. Let's get into this Al B. Sure clip. See, if everything worked like it's supposed to, I can go fast like I'm supposed to. Can't go fast like I'm supposed to when I gotta stop and repair stuff. Damn, y'all. Really? Really?
Also with a sign.
Man, come on, man. I don't want to hear you talk. Look at it. Y'all see what I'm saying? Look at it. Just delayed. Are you talking?
Just mysteriously.
Because you just collapsed. No, I mean, right. And you had the. So you were in that coma.
Blame the Diddy, and also with a
22, you had the liver coma. So you were in that coma in 2022. You had the liver transplant. You had the tracheotomy. I mean, all that stuff that went on.
Multi-system organ failure.
Yeah.
60.
Right. Have they figured out what happened yet?
We will.
No, I mean, have the doctors medically, like, what happened to you?
Yeah, what happened?
Because you just collapsed, right?
Yeah. So, just mysteriously out of the blue, which we do talk about in the book.
Yes.
What that?
I want to get into that. In 2022, you had the liver transplant. You had the tracheotomy. I mean, all that stuff that went on.
Multi-system organ failure.
Yeah.
60.
Right. Have they figured out what happened yet?
We will.
No, I mean, have the doctors medically, like, what happened to you?
Yeah, what happened? So,
because you just collapsed, right?
Yeah, so, just mysteriously out of the blue, which we do talk about in the book.
Yes,
what that,
I want to get into that.
What that process is. But, so it's been quite a journey. And as I said, even as it relates to writing the book, I went through,
Come on, y'all. I'm
many,
gonna start it
almost,
over one more time because I had to move it. They know I was sitting right in front of the camera.
more than a decade of
I'll be doing that.
being through, and as I said,
I want to get into
what
that.
that's mysterious, what has, we will, organ failure.
You had the liver.
put in a coma.
So you were in that coma in 2022. You had the liver transplant. You had the tracheotomy. I mean, all that stuff that went on.
Multi-system organ failure.
Yeah,
60.
right. Have they figured out what happened yet?
We will.
No, I mean, have the doctors medically, like, what happened to you?
Yeah, what has. So,
Because you just collapsed, right?
yeah, so, you know, just mysteriously out of the blue, you know, which we do talk about in the book.
Yes,
What that,
I want to get into that.
what that process is. But yeah, so it's been quite a journey, and as I said, you know, even as it relates to writing the book, I went through many, almost, you know, more than a decade of being scrutinized and clowned by law enforcement, them telling me, you need some help. Sex trafficking, really? What's wrong with you? No way, you know, just, but not realizing that they were also working for the situation.
Because you were hinting, saying,
Posting,
Yeah.
I get calls, take it down or else, so on and so forth.
We are not a traditional cafe. We're completely
So
unconventional.
he got ready for
and my
the
website
saying.
really has to capture the same magic.
He about to get to saying that basically P Diddy was sending people was having people warning him take it down, stop doing what you're doing, or something gonna happen to you. That's really what he getting into. So I want to hear you, man. And the gist, if I can just show y'all how he looked when he had a stroke, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is like the after the stroke. I mean, finna show you some hospital. Hold on. Show y'all some hot, yeah. So this is when, like I said, this is when he had the stroke, bro, and he was out of it, like for real. He was out. He is very blessed to be how he is. Y'all see, where y'all just seen him sitting down giving an interview. That's him now. This was him not too long ago. What is it say? August. He just got the date like right there. It says August. Y'all probably can read that better than me. I can't really see it. I can't understand what that is. Got marking 1149. I don't know what that means. But yeah. He basically he was at a situation where he was almost gone, and he putting all this on P Diddy. He saying, yeah, y'all, but also too the wife, who he was married to. P Diddy was married to her. So I'll be sure, and the lady that P Diddy was married to was once married, and they had a son. Well, P Diddy took in that son, and pretty much started calling him his son. But the world know, everybody know that's Al B. Sure's son, and when you see him, you automatic. So Al B. Sure was cool with it. He was fine with it. But he saw all this weird stuff that started going on, like weird stuff started happening. That's what he's speaking on. He's like, no, something ain't right. And now that we see P Diddy right now facing all this crooked stuff he been doing, sneaky slides, slick stuff, it's kind of adding up. You know what I'm saying? Prayers up. This is what people were sending prayers to Al B. Sure while he was going through this stroke. You know what I'm saying? He was going through this. Snoop Dogg had sent him some. Everybody was hitting him up, you know what I'm saying? And sending them the prayer warriors kicked in, man. And they came through for him. Like I said, he made 100%. He made a 100%. He made a good change. I can't think, y'all. Man. He made 100%. Maybe what am I trying to think of? 100%. I'm finna think of what word I want to use. He made 100%. Turnaround. He made a turnaround. He did 100% turnaround. Recovered. Came out better than he did before he even had the stroke. And he telling it all. And he laying it all. And he also, he's got a book out. I don't think he's dropped the book yet. It's about to come out or it's out. Matter of fact, that's what he's saying. Yeah, everything that you want to know, the reason why he's not detailing it and he ain't saying that, it's because he wants you to go get that book. And he said he got everything that's in the book. Anything, everything that he's coding, he's not detailing. He wants you to go and get the book, read the book, and you'll be able to find out all the answers. And of course, the lawyers, so they done read the book. Somebody done read that book that's in court. They gonna take some stuff out of that book. If he did, he gonna get charged. That's it, man. Al B. Sure ain't got no reason to lie. No reason to lie. You could look at him. So it's an R&B singer. Done had many, 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 many money and many, many women. He done lived the life. He ain't had no reason to lie. He has no reason to lie. Al B. Sure ain't even that kind of guy. You don't even hear him in the news. You don't hear him in the news, none at all. Unless you look him up, you hear his history on the hits he put out. Come on, man. Yeah. What we getting into? We finna get to the next news. Let me slide it over there. I might need you. I don't know. I'm all in the camera. My bad. I don't like being all in the camera like some people be like this right here. Nose, nostrils all in the camera and stuff when they be talking. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Folks don't want to see the inside of your nose, bro. Y'all know who I'm talking to. Y'all YouTubers know who the hell I'm talking to. Get that cell phone. First off, go and get your computer and stop being cheap. Get that damn cell phone up out of here, man. Get rid of that cell phone. Y'all tripping. Man, y'all bugging out. My cell phone right here. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Wow. I ain't gonna say their names, but y'all know. Face all at the camera. Face all zoomed in like this. See they know up their nose and all that, man. Why I'm looking at them now? Why I want to look up my nose? Even though I look good all the way up on the camera, but I just don't want nobody looking up my nose. Nobody looking up my nose and all in my mouth. Y'all must what you know. Yeah, y'all YouTubers, get y'allself together, man. Don't make me pull out my red marker. I use my yellow marker. Don't make me pull out my red one. I'm pulling my red one. I'm putting belt to ass. I'm telling you, I'm on you. Y'all cut that out. Bad back. We need a little distance. Distance here. Camera don't even want you all on them like that. Okay. Just imagine you being a what's going on. The glitching going on. Seeing the glitching going on. Straight it out. It's panning out. Seeing a little technical difficult. I told y'all technology been acting weird today. Been acting weird, man. Been acting weird. Been acting weird. What's good with a crap back gang? What's good with a cry gang? I gotta wake y'all up. Come on. Come on. Wake up. Let's get some good spirits in us, man. Laugh. Trip out. Be goofy. Trip over a chair and fall. I'm saying, be unperfect. Live your life. Woo. What we get? Okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? See, Smokey Robinson. I mean, Smoking response. I think I already talked about this. All right, so let's get into Tory Lane. Time to get in a good old Tory. Tory, what you got going? Well, man, Tory, for those that don't know, Tory Lane's locked up for the situation with him and Megan Thee Stallion where he supposedly powed her in the foot. And he got 10, 11 years, something like that. Well, he's doing the time. Since he's been doing the time, he's been doing the crime. He's been crying about stuff, whining about stuff. This happened, that happened. Put out a scratch bubble. I don't know what you call it. Put a jail album out. He put a jail album out. And it sounded like he used the first tape recorders ever created in history to record the album. Remind me of that little one of them old black tape recorders with had the two decks on it. And you can push play, you can push pause, you can push record. You push play pause. I think play and pause will record or something like that. It sounds like he used one of them old ass. It sounds like he one of the first recorders ever built by man to record the album. You know what I'm saying? I done heard jail songs, verses over the phone. I done heard them recorded, done professionally. It sound good. It sound great. Tupac I think he was the first one to invent it. Did it right. Did it like it was supposed to be done. Even if it's gonna have air in the background and stuff, man, you gotta know how to take it and put it into art. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to make it sound like you in jail, like you really in the back of the jail, way in the back of the cell and stuff, man. Like I don't know what was going on. I don't know if they didn't. I don't know what was going on, but that album was pissy. That album, I did not like it. It didn't sound the quality of it. The energy was out. He just got energy like he's upset at Megan Thee Stallion. Like the whole album, you can tell he's just upset. He's speaking on specifically the Megan Thee Stallion. Don't want to hear that no more. When you're doing an album, your album's supposed to be beyond your thoughts. I mean, you're supposed to do an album that's nowhere based on on your situation. You can talk like you can do a song, then your other songs need to be about other things, aspects. You can't just keep bickering about that. We know you locked up for that, so we already expect your album. You're gonna be talking about that, but then when you're crying about it through your whole album, it's like the album wasn't a surprise. It's not nothing. It's not no good. It's not no surprising news. You don't have nothing. See, a rapper, what makes a rapper talented? We can create a fantasy. You know what I'm saying? And we can write about that fantasy, and we just put it in rhyme. But if you sit here writing and rapping about what you really going through and what you really going through and and you locked up, we don't want to hear about that because we know that. We already know. We know we locked up. We understand that. We understand jail ain't cool. We know the food nasty. We know stuff happening and all that. We don't want to hear about that. So you just keep talking about it, keep rapping about it, keep talking about it, keep rapping about it. Kind of make shine people away. You know what I'm saying? Then he talking about he finna get ready to drop a second album. I heard that. I'm like, okay, go and drop your second album. But anyway, we finna get into this abbing. He got abbed while he was in the union. Like I say, who. Matter of fact, let's do this because I don't always just like pulling other people's news out. He's not getting out. You don't know what that was about. All right, one for it. What am I talking about? You see, Torey Lanez allegedly arrested hospital after he was stabbed in prison. Let's get into it. Man, I mean, if this really happened, man, you know what I'm saying? That's bad. I don't wish that on nobody. Nobody deserves that. But you in prison, dog. I don't know what else to tell you. Torey Lanez allegedly rushed to hospital after he was stabbed in prison. I'm on the way. After he was stabbed in prison. Come on. I think my camera is here. No, after he was stabbed in prison. The rapper who was currently serving a 10-year sentence for shooting Megan Thee Stallion was convicted in December 2022. You see it right here. So I guess it's a video clip. Let's get into it.
Yeah, I'm looking for Ron. I'm Ron. Ron, I'm here with Microsoft Rewards.
Look at that.
Months ago, you entered into a $1 million sweepstakes with your Microsoft.
Skip! Towards the hospital. Oh man, it's just let's go on story. Torey Lanez was reportedly rushed to the hospital after being stabbed in prison on Monday, May 12th. TMZ reported that Canadian rapper, whose real name is Daster Peterson, was allegedly stabbed by another inmate. According to the outlet, the incident took place during an alleged altercation in the yard of the California Correctional Institution at Tehachapi. So, Torey Lanez, I don't know who it is, and I don't know what you got going, but somebody wants you gone. But one thing I know about prison yard is that somebody could have alarmed you what was finna happen. Inmates know what's about to go down before it go down. Somebody could have alarmed you. I don't know what you got going on. I don't know what you got. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what you got going on, what you done did, where you done caused yourself to get put in this situation like that. But you got something going on where your life is in danger. And you can't come put no album. You can't put no album out and talk about how tough you is. And talk about how gangster you is. No more. That's out the window. That's completely out the window. You can't ever do that. Don't ever rap about gangsterism. Never, ever. Don't ever do it again. That career is over with. That career is over with. You just last week you took a picture with two other guys with your muscles tensed up trying to show that you were buff and you was cut. Like you was handling business in there. Then just a week later, you done got shanked. They're not playing with you, Torey. You more focused about talking about you gonna put a second album out. No, that's how they titled it. They said you bragged about putting a second album out after their horrible first album, jail recorded album. You bragged about putting a second album out. Then here a week later, you almost lost your life. Stop playing in there, man. Whatever you got going, stop playing in there. And I don't want to hear no rap song talking about you survived being shanked up in there. You understand what I'm saying? Don't do that. We don't want to hear that. I'm tired of hearing that. I'm tired of hearing that. People getting stabbed, people getting popped up, and they come back later talking about how they tough, they body hard, they can't pass away. Or nothing can happen to you. Your butt you had to get rushed to a hospital. It wasn't no happen like you just put a band-aid on it and it stopped. Or it wasn't happen like you fix your own injury and you prevented yourself from going to jail and you just healed on your own. They had to rush you to a special hospital from that unit. They had to put you in something and take you to another hospital or take you to an actual hospital out of the jail. Torey, don't rap about being gangster no more. Don't rap about being gangster no more. All right? I'm going to tell you why that happened. I'm going to explain to you exactly why that happened. You more interested in putting out an album and talking about how you didn't do nothing versus you being locked up for popping a female in her foot. Man, you know inmates don't play when it come to harming children and harming women and harming old folks, bro. You should know that. When it come to children, ladies, old people, they off limits. You in there doing 10 years for popping a famous singing or a famous rapper female, a lady, in the foot. You sitting there posing with your muscles, buffing your muscles up, like you doing time for some real gangster-ish. Like you in there for some real G-ish. Like you in there for some real gangster shit. You ain't in there for no gangster shit. You ain't did no gangster shit. Your daddy was out there crying, nigga, to the public and whining about how you been wrongly did. You were fighting to get out. You did not want to do a day for that right there. That's not no gangster stuff. That's some stupid stuff. I threw my career away for something stupid. I took 10 years out of my career. I put myself on pause, put all my professional recording equipment on pause and out the way for some stupid shit. Ain't nothing gangster about that. Then you sitting there taking pictures like you done 30 years in jail or something. Like you doing life. Just to get ready to rap about it on your album. On your jail recorded call album. You gonna start rapping about that? How you done took a picture with two inmates, other inmates? Don't you know every prisoner does that? Every prisoner that's locked up take a picture with 2 or 3 buff prisoners. Don't you know that? Where was the prisoners at when you got shanked up and banked up? Where was that picture at then? Where was that picture at? Where was them buff dudes at? You was by yourself, with you? You had to stand your own ground. Stop thinking you cool with everybody. Stop thinking you got friends. Stop thinking that you clicked up in there. And you attached to something. You a rapper, brother. You are a rapper. You understand what I'm saying? And that's a good thing. That's not bad. You want to be a rapper. You don't want to really be a street. You don't really want to be one of them people that you locked up with, man. You don't want to be them. You a rapper, brother. You don't want to be. You don't want to be them. See, now you in there. Now you are them. You getting yanked up. You getting abbed up, and you know what coming with. You know what come around that. You getting your bottom tested in there. Have you been bottom tested? Yeah. Let me sniff you out. Cause it get real late at night. When it's real late at night, it's dark in there. So are you built like that? Or are you not built like that? Like I said, it's not. You're a rapper, bro. Don't try to be a prisoner. Don't try to be a prisoner. Remain a rapper. Stay to yourself. Stop being around people that kick off altercations with somebody getting yanked up or something going. Every time, that ain't the first time you did a phone call, and while you was rapping on the phone, a fight broke out behind you. And I know you in jail. Sometimes you can't prevent where you at. You know what I'm saying? What area you in? I understand. But you can't rap about being gangster no more, Torey. Like for you to be Torey Lanez, I figured you'd have had some people in there that were looking out for you. And as soon as something would have kicked off, you would have got a word. Somebody would have let you know, hey man, be careful, such and such and such. You know what I'm saying? They got a plan for you, bro. Matter of fact, moving on. So the real niggas gonna go in politics and get that squashed out. Just because you a rapper, bro. They know you're not built for that. If you really had some niggas on your side in there, if you was really linked up, they would have took care of that, man. They would have went in and you would have took care of it. That's why I said I'm wondering what you did, what you got going on. Apparently you got something going on that you ain't built for. You almost got your life took. Like I said, I don't know, man. I'm gonna pray. We gonna pray for you though, bro. We definitely gonna pray for you. I can do that. But don't say you gangster no more. Cause that's over with. I don't think yeah. Multiple sources included one in law enforcement told TMZ that Torey Lanez, 32, was transported in an ambulance to the hospital after the alleged ailment, which they claim is not life-threatening. The Trap House musician, who was convicted in December 2022, is currently serving a 10-year sentence for popping Megan Thee Stallion, July 2020. So they looked out. I mean, and they looked out for you, bro. They ainked you. They shanked you and shanked you to a point where they let you. We ain't gonna take your life. We ain't gonna do you like that. But you can't. You damn sure can't rap. You can't say you gangster no more. You can't rap about nothing gangster. That pretty much just. They just pretty much. They just pretty much stabbed your career. That's what they did. They know what's gonna happen after that. Yeah, now you finna do a whole album talking about you getting stabbed. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear no whole album. We don't want to hear that. That you survived a non-life threatening stabbing. We don't want to hear that. Like I said, they didn't want to take your life. Whoever got you, they did that for a reason. They did that to show you you are not safe. Man, let me explain something to you. I have been locked up. And I've been locked up for whatever I was locked up for. I ain't never have to worry about getting shanked. See, it's the way that you move that causes you to get in the situations you get in. Prisoners don't just get locked up and then another inmate just stab them for no reason. Don't even work like that. First off, an inmate ain't gonna waste. An inmate ain't finna put in no work for nothing. They put it in to join a gang or something. They might get you off of that. Try to join in a gang up in there. They ain't gonna just do nothing for nothing. Things got a reason to it, man. You better slow your roll. Cause gangster ain't you. You put that out, I ain't gonna even talk about it. I'm gonna leave you alone, man. Oh no, what else I want to get into, man? Like I said, that was Torey. I ain't want to read no more of that. Ain't nothing else to it. You know better, go better. If you knew better, do better. If you know better, go better. If you knew better, do better. That's why I got that up there. Torey Lanez. If you know better, go better. We're supposed to be blaming the person that ain't you that shanked you up. That's what we're supposed to be pointing the finger at. But I'm gonna point my red one at you because you put yourself in that situation. Like I said, I don't know what kind of stuff you and Megan had going on. I don't know. I wasn't in the car. I wasn't at the party. I wasn't at the show, whatever y'all had. I wasn't there. But I know you locked up for what you locked up for. And your best bet is to just fight and get up out of there. Lay low. Get up out of there. Don't drop no more jail albums. I'm telling you. Just don't do that. Your reputation is too high for you to be putting out jail albums. You know what I'm saying? You doing stuff that I'm supposed to be doing, that I'm doing. I can do. I can put recording that songs with air in the background, the verses off from the beat, stuff like that. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. But I don't have a record deal. I ain't signed to a record deal. I don't have a brandless company that's out there paying other employees. So you got a company where you paying other employees, you got security guards and all that. They ain't been getting paid because you ain't been working. See what I'm saying? See where you put yourself in? I'm more reliable to your staff than you are. I'm more reliable to your staff than you are. Damn, man. I mean, like I said, I got the equipment here. Just if you need to, man, send your verse, send the songs to me, man. I can mix them down better than that because that wasn't it. I didn't like. Hey, man, I ain't like that, man. They got stuff now that take all that background out. They take all that background noise out, man. They got mics that's built for that now. You ain't gotta be settling for that. And then once you put it out, it's out forever. It's considered one of your albums. You gotta explain that. Man, how the fuck you drop some shit like that? I mean, I know we all know you locked up. Like I said, I've heard jail call songs, jail call verses, and sound way better than that. I'm just telling you. We- we gonna get into it. I'm having a good time, having a good time. Uh, oh, hey, Bell, escort, pen, cat. Oh, Lord. I don't want to get into that one. I seen that. I just seen I think I just seen another update on P Diddy, man. I see my boy over there, street educated. Uh, I'm trying, hood educated. I see he got a story over there. He got an update on P Diddy, man. Like, man, that might be, it might be too wild for me to even speak on. And that's man, I done seen it now. I'm finna go to it. Cause I can't unsee it. Y'all know when you see something, you can't unsee it. Oh, I forgot, y'all. Let's get into Drewski and his sexual assault. Remember, I had spoke on this Friday. I had just talked about all these black celebrities that's catching these assault. I mean, black celebrities catching these sexual. How did I say I was gonna say it? Catching these sexual salt shakers. Yeah, they catching sexual salt shakers, man. So Drewski is facing an sexual salt shaker. Yeah, he allegedly actually salt shake some female. Let me let's get into it. To play the audio, copyright read. Hold on, y'all. Oh, Drewski. Seems like his nickname was probably Drewski. No, don't go to the. I hate when it does that. All right, it should
Okay.
be it.
And you said that this was a couple years.
Be all into that.
This Diddy case was looking pretty
No.
promising, especially.
Do you know what's really fun?
I can go back to my
Making a website on Wix.
Hey, we're How Ridiculous, 3 childhood friends and digital content creators that do epic stuff from...
Just do that. Show your ass out the way. I can't do this damn delay shit, man. Pushing
Alrighty, y'all. So remember in here we talked about...
Huh? Oh. Alright, y'all, like I said, this is about Drewski right here and his extra salt shaker charge he got, or he facing. I don't know exactly what the deal is with that.
That Drewski lawsuit. There was a woman that was alleging that Drewski, Odell Beckham Jr., and Diddy sexually assaulted her.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I talked about this last, I told y'all that I had seen phone records and bank records. That then it came out that, you know, what I saw then came out in the media that showed that Drewski, number one, had no money. He was not a celebrity. He was not hanging with celebrities at the time, from what these documents were alleging. And there were phone records that placed him in Georgia during the time that this assault would have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the full filing was actually published and made available over the weekend. So I went back and I looked, just because a lot of times in the full filings, like, there might be more information, and there was actually a police report that Drewski's team is pointing to. And this police report that they attach as an exhibit, so you can actually read the police report, was filed by this alleged victim in a California court, and it would have been during the time that the sexual assault that she alleges happened. So she is basically saying that there were 2 men that sexually assaulted her, same time, same day, but not Drewski, not Odell Beckham Jr., and not Diddy.
So why she call their name then? And what happens now that we find out she lied on those people?
Well, let me get to it, because there's another thing too before I address that. Another thing as well is, in this same filing, they attach a job offer from Longhorn Steakhouse in Georgia. The day that the sexual assault would have happened was the day that Drewski accepted that job. So and they're doing this to show that he was not, you know, the legend, like he wasn't even in California. Now, to answer your question.
Yeah, we know the Drewski part is capped. We knew that from the beginning.
Yes.
But what happens to that young lady now that we know she got caught in a lie?
The fact that she even mentioned
why
it
would she
was a
just
lie.
bring up these
Proving it's a
people?
lie.
Odell Beckham, Drewski, why?
So Drewski's attorneys are asking for her and her attorneys to be sanctioned, which
What that mean? Locked up?
It depends on what the court wants to levy, like what consequences the court wants to give, but they want them to get in trouble.
Some kind of penalty anyway.
I would take that as sued. Oh, my bad, y'all. Hold on, man. I forgot I had my...
Yeah, so it can be a penalty.
Y'all can basically hear it sound like it's some BS. Well, it's made up. Whatever the charge is, Drewski got on him. They're saying it's bogus. Yeah, let's continue to listen.
Penalty, you can be stripped of certain things. It just depends on how the judge decides.
She should have to pay a fine, or she should go to jail.
And then they are also asking that this lawsuit just be dismissed in total. Now, I did reach out to the attorney for the accuser, and the attorney told me that this is a procedurally improper motion, basically that this motion is not correct, and that they look forward to litigating this in court.
Lawyer, you got to know your client is lying. If you don't know your client is lying at this point, then we got to start questioning you and your credentials.
Crazy.
Like, seriously, like, why do we keep letting people get away with this type of stuff? And how do reputable lawyers, I would think they're reputable lawyers, take these kind of cases on?
I'm not for certain. I'm not for sure. But in the filing, Drewski team mentions, like, a quick, like, conversation with your client, or, certain searches. Just, there's a lot of things you guys could have done before we got to this point where you're throwing this on him, and this could have caused, brand deal harm, and, like, there's just so much when you throw allegations like this.
Right. And when you're in court and you lie, right, you're held in contempt, right? You can't lie technically. So, like, what is well, I guess the difference would be that.
So basically, Drewski got Jay-Z. That's what we're hearing right now. Basically, Drewski got put in the same predicament as Jay-Z. False allegations came out, and now Drewski is wanting to take legal action for them lying about this. So, you know what I'm saying? Most definitely, what we got to do for Drewski, we got to applaud that man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you do. When the stuff out on you, man, something out like that, take action immediately. Immediately take action. You take action so fast, break them down. Break them down and put their line on blast. Now they gotta explain themselves. Now the lawyer talking about, no, we ain't trying to hear that. We ain't trying to hear none of that. No sir, no sir. Talking about when we go to court. Man, ain't nobody trying to hear that, bro. We just heard pretty much what you got going. Just like what I explained Friday. These lawyers is looking for licks. It's out to hit licks. If you got a large bag, they're coming for you. You know, just think about all the relationships you done been in. Think about any female that you done been close around. Anybody that you done bumped shoulders with. Anybody you done stood close to. That somebody was able to take a picture of. Watch yourself. Because there's a lawyer out there. He's taking all that footage and he's going to turn it into something freaky. Just to see how much money he can get off of you. See if you're going to cave in. And you're going to just say, hey, man, here go a check. But you write a check. See, everybody's asking for a check. They ain't asking for prosecution. They ain't asking for the accusers to be locked up. They just want money. Oh, man. Y'all it's simple, man. That ain't hard to figure out, man. They trying to get you for your bag, man. They trying to get my boy Juicy for his bag, man. It's going zone. Woo! Oh, damn, y'all think I think I cleared everything. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like to me. Right, so I don't want to leave nothing out. I don't leave nothing out. I don't leave nothing out. Torey Lanez. Boy. Boy, you gotta slow it down, boy. So there's 2 times got out. Okay, yeah, that's new, I guess. I guess we can hear his response. I'll let y'all hear Finesse 2 times response on what he got to say about the whole situation on what he going through. That was it. See that? See how I cut the speaker off? See how I paused it? Man, y'all gotta watch this shit, man. Yeah, it's almost like I feel like they're set up so somebody can steal a view from you. Like they force playing videos. Y'all can't force play videos, man. The hell? Force playing it. Let's see all that. See. Oh, I don't want to see none of that. No, let me see, this is the wrong video. I didn't even click on this one. They did it again. I stepped on, look at that. That's what I tapped on. I didn't click on a setting ass video. Man, the outrageousness, man. How y'all pulling the damn wrong videos up there? I'm clicking on one and y'all opening up another video. Technology. Freaking technology, man. Look my guy right here. All right, so he gonna this is my boy right here. Try to get it right. All right. Oh man, show his name. Shit. TrapTube TV. TrapTube TV, y'all. That's his channel right there. Y'all go subscribe to my boy, man. He got this footage of Finesse. Basically, Finesse giving his take after he gets out. You see. Copyright reasons. I just want to hear what Finesse got. I want to hear Finesse response. Hold on, he muted. You just upset. Damn.
You gonna go?
How did everything get this spent? There's no evidence or what? I mean,
Nah, that what money do. That what money do. That what money got to dismiss. Yeah, shout out to Carl Moore. You know what I'm saying? Houston, Texas, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, shout out to Carl Moore. Yo, that what they do. Ain't nobody went down there and said they ain't do it. They believe, they went down there, them folks made statements, they done all that. But it's all good. That shit got dismissed. They don't feel that shit. They don't believe that shit is over with.
Shout out to Carl, your lawyer. I don't know why the blog saying that you didn't pay your lawyer.
Hey man, you know, man, them folks go find documents, man, and just put that shit together, man. I'm 250. They done said all type of shit about me. They done said the worst, man. You know, I still prevail. I still come out on top every time, as you can see.
How long you got left for your probation?
June.
I wouldn't necessarily call you coming out on top because you got out of jail. Finesse, you wasn't in there. You weren't really in there for that. They talk with us. Gonna try to get you on violating your parole. Well, if you even on probation, I don't know. You wasn't in there for nothing, man. You wasn't facing no time. You wasn't in there for nothing. So why is you happy because you out? That part I don't understand. Bro, you wasn't facing nothing but some months. You was facing some months. What you did? You got that knocked down, bro. We not stupid, man. Stop acting like you balling. You doing bad. Finesse. Stop acting like you not doing bad, bro. See, that's why people on your ass right now, man. People dogging you right now, and you getting treated like you getting treated because you steady trying to give an appearance like I got a lot of money. I'm rich. I got hits that's out spending, and I'm good. You got some songs that's out. You do got some songs that's out. And I'm pretty sure you got paid off of them. Hold on, son. Hold on. I'm coming camera. Y'all know how it go when I'm live streaming. Y'all, we understand that you got a little change left off of what you did, but you're not generating that right now, bro. We know you ain't generating shit. You tell that to somebody else. And say, because we go off of numbers and we go off of video and we go off of work. We watching your work. We watch what you put out. You think we just running off of Hustle Cartel and what he's saying and anybody else that's saying and anybody? I don't go off of what people are saying about you. I take what I've been watching about a person and then I see a clip of somebody coming out with something and I put two and two together. That's what I do. Now I put two and two together for this. That's it, man. Cause you got out, brother, don't mean that you on top of the world. You don't forget you went in. Don't forget you got locked up. You had to turn yourself in order for you to get out. See, if you was so cold, like you put on that first video, and you was with Jay Prince, well, we don't know, I ain't even, nigga get a warrant, but he ain't even got to go do a minute in jail, man. They dropped the warrant right before. Something like they dropped it right before they put it out. So you was bragging, you was feeling yourself. And they ain't dropped the warrant before they put it out, man. Nigga, I ain't even got to touch no jail, though. Ain't even got to walk outside. You was in the house feeling good. You was feeling good when you didn't have to go to court for that. He was praising himself because he didn't have to go to court for whatever that was, but you had to go. You had to turn yourself in this time. I didn't see that same energy. I didn't see that excitement. You put over there all the time how you didn't have to do a minute in jail. You had to do something. You had to go do something in jail. So that lets us know the lack of your money and how it went. I'm gonna explain it to you right now. How it was played out. Looked like Jay Prince and them had to loan you some money. Yeah, they got like I said. You think you can fool? Think you fooling folks? You can't fool everybody. I know what's going on. Yeah, I know where the nose goes when the door's closed. Like I said, the way that played out, because I heard, not me, we all heard that you couldn't pay your lawyer. Finesse 2 times. We heard that you couldn't pay your lawyer. Don't give a damn about all them bundles of money you pulling out while you riding in the car and them stacks of money and stuff. That could be Jay Prince and the money. That could be them helping you maintain your reputation. I don't never believe a nigga flashing money on video. That ain't never made me believe that you got that money. That ain't never made me believe that that's your money. Anytime I see anybody flipping stacks of money, I ain't never believed that was their money. I know, and I'm not gonna believe it today. I'm not gonna believe that's finesse 2 times money. Because if you had that, you would have been able to keep paying that lawyer that you had at first. You would have been able to keep paying that lawyer. But y'all put no clip out talking about, man, I don't know what they was. Got your homeboy in the back, man. You talking about you can't pay for who was that said you couldn't pay for a lawyer? Somebody that was in the clip. Man, I don't know. Man, you know the laws going on. No, you couldn't pay for your lawyer. Finesse, you couldn't pay for your lawyer. Somebody helped you. You run that game on somebody else. Clapback show ain't going for it, nigga. Telling you, nigga. I smell like jail. That's all I've been around all my life. That's it. All my life. Inmates. Bro, tell that to somebody else. I know how it went. You didn't even want to sit in there them couple of months and just ride it out. Somebody gave you, somebody helped you. And guess what? You owe them. So go on put a video out. Go on put a video out because you got to get to work. You got to pay them back. Go on put some music out. It ain't gonna push like it usually do. Like I said, your music ain't been doing what it was when you first got out of that unit. But you got to keep putting out music because you signed to somebody that helped you get out of jail. But you got to keep they in your pocket. You owe them forever for the rest of your life, forever. I know how it go when you sign to somebody. I know the scope. We know finesse. You better stop thinking we don't know what's going on. Stop thinking that we don't know what's going on. All you gotta do is just pay attention. You seen the tweet come out what Jay Prince said. You seen the tweet. But before that tweet, we heard Finesse could not afford to pay his lawyer. And then we seen the tweet from Jay Prince. Bagging Finesse up. And the next thing we know, Finesse out. And y'all better stop playing with me. Sugar, what's her name, Sugar? She didn't put no video out saying you finna touchdown. She didn't put no video out saying, yo, my baby finna come home. Y'all keep on laughing. He'll be here at 2 o'clock. And then 2 o'clock came. No, 1:30 came. You at the house. That's some balling shit right there. That's some I got myself out. You didn't get yourself out. Finesse, you didn't get yourself out. I'm sorry. The antics ain't working no more, brother. We don't believe it. It looked good on the video. It looked promotional. It looked promotional. Like I said, he got to drop some video. He got to put some videos out because he got to pay that money back. Whatever it was, however much it was, you got to pay that back. Get to work. Get your ass in that studio and go shoot them videos. You gotta get back to work, man. You can't make Jay Prince no money locked up. Yeah, now you in more debt. Now you in more debt with them. So I do believe hustle cartel. When you get out and you shoot a video like you got all the money, you making all the moves. Don't believe that. I seen how you was looking when you was in court for this. Hold on. Let's show that. Shit, I got time. That's what I look like. What they be saying? We got time today. I ain't gonna even finish playing this video. Show you how you be looking up at that coat. Show you how you be looking up in there when show you how you be looking up in there. My niggas be frontin', man. Niggas just be frontin'. I'm gonna show you how you be looking up in there. I'm gonna show you how you be looking up in there. I'm gonna show you how you be looking up in there. Let's get into it. So right here, this is the first time Finesse had got out, y'all. Jay Prince. I want y'all to pay attention to this guy back here. Because anytime this guy right here, Finesse, anytime he's in trouble financially, anytime he got a financial bind, and they probably gonna stop after I put this out because they know the clapback show done caught on. Anytime he's in a financial bind, this guy behind him, he gonna respond He gonna say something. Somehow his name gonna come up during that financial buying news that come out, and then somehow mysteriously this guy has the money, ends up with the money to get out of his financial bind. Jay Prince Jr. pops up, finesse 2 times, financially okay. That's because finesse 2 times, old Jay Prince Jr.'s daddy, the owner of the record label that signed finesse 2 times. In order for them to keep getting paid for finesse 2 times, you got to keep putting out music. You got to keep putting out video. You can't make no money while he locked up. So they didn't get you out. Jay Prince and them didn't get you out because they love you, because they believe in you, because all this hoorah and all this extra. I'm breaking down to y'all what business is, what the business is. I'm explaining to y'all what the business is. When you sign to a record label, you can get in all kinds of dumbass shit, all you want to. They're going to just tab you up. Every time you get in trouble or something happen, this happened, they're going to just tab you up. And you're going to owe them. So the rapper, when he get out of trouble, get out of doing what he doing, he back to recording, putting out video. Because he got to pay back who he owe. So I guarantee you won't see Finesse getting into no trouble. Because he got to work on clearing his debt with his boss. With his job manager. He owed them people. He owed them. I mean, it was okay when they first had him because he was making them money. But when the money stopped, now you paying them out of your pocket. Like I said, Finesse has to keep putting out music. He ain't got no choice. You deaf signed to Jay Prince. You set in stone to Jay Prince. You can't even go to another label. You can't even start your own label. Because Jay Prince gonna get everything you put out. To where he end up putting you in, making you move out of your house and move in with your mother or whoever you were staying with and turning your house into a studio. Because you want so bad to record your own music, but you can't put it out. Because if you do, Jay Prince and them gonna get a percentage of it. You can't record nothing while you sign to them unless they okay. And if you put it out, it ain't gonna get the push like your other songs was. Because you didn't have permission to put it out. And Jay Prince ain't promoting it. Jay Prince ain't promoting it. It ain't gonna be in the millions. Then he gonna go get on some songs with some other artists to try to take their fan base and mix it with the whatever he got left and try to squeeze millions out of it. He gonna try to do it. He's trying to do it their way. I see what you got going on for this. I ain't laughing at you. I'm just saying it's the clapback show. I can see right through you like glass. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. Put a video out right now, and let me see that sucker touch 2 million in 2 days. You put a video out right now, and it touched 2 million views in 2 days. I'll get back on my live, and I'll say how unexperienced I am, and how much I don't know ish about the rap game. But mark my words, you working for Jay Prince right now. You're not working for yourself. You're working for your label. That's not it that I'm bonded you out. That's another debt you owe. Niggas that owe debts, you can see it. When you hear stuff like they can't afford to pay their lawyer dropped out because they couldn't afford them. When you hear stuff like that, we can't unhear that finesse. You can't take that back. You can't play that off and you can't make that sound like it was fake. And I knew you were gonna do this. I said, y'all watch when finesse get out. He gonna try to explain that not being able to pay a lawyer stuff. I said that. I said that's the first thing he gonna be rambling about because it make him look bad. He gotta somehow clear it, make that look like, nah, that ain't what happened. I knew that's what he was gonna do. I'm not even surprised. I knew exactly what finesse was gonna do. And it further lets me know you really are going through something financially, man. I knew it. I said I could have been wrong. Bro, if he would have came out when this even spoke on nothing about that not being able to pay a lawyer, You shouldn't even responded to it. If it was a lie, if it was made up, you wouldn't even responded to it. You just would have pulled your money out. But you knew you had to bring it up. You had to explain it. Because you know we can't unhear it. Every song, every video you put out, every verse you drop now, all we gonna be hearing is your lawyer dropped out. Because you couldn't maintain the payment. That's all we hear. That's bad. That's the bad thing about being a rapper built on having a lot of money. You gotta always have a lot of money. You better not ever have no financial problem. You can't have no financial problem. That's what your career based on. You rich. We think you rich. We think you rich. We think you got millions of dollars in the bank. Well, y'all think that. And he want us to keep thinking that. Because that basis his career. That foundation's his career. Man, it's simple mathematics, man. The kid is struggling. I see it. He see it. The baby mama see it. Or Sugar see it. Or the baby mama he thought was his baby mama see it. And see what I'm saying? You got too much stuff going, man. Frito bang. Oh man. You got all this stuff going on, bro. You didn't want the kids seeing Moneybag Yo. You don't want him going and seeing rappers that he like because you envy them, man. That stuff is out, finesse. It's out, man. Rappers don't do that. Rappers don't keep their artists from other rappers. Why would you do that? No, you remind me of Frank. Frank on American Gangster. But you want to cook for him? You want to work for him? Yeah, what you like about that? What you like about that rapper that you don't like about me? Yeah, you don't want to be like that. You don't want to be that guy in the room. You don't want to be that guy in the room, man. Finesse, you just don't want to be that guy in the room, man. But I'm out of here, bro. I done discussed and chopped it up and talked about everything I want to talk about, cleared everything out the air. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know who it was. If you know better, go better. If you knew better, do better. This is the Clapback Show. I am the Clapback Show. I am Silence the Clapback King, Diddy, the one and the only. Tune in Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6:30 p.m. We're going to have some news to discuss. And trust, I'm going to bless you. I'm going to bless you. Until then, I'll let y'all. All right.
What you fuck? What was you saying? Don't stop acting tough. Your partners ain't sliding. I guess you died. No damn boo-hoo. Now blow out his mind. I'm back on this money shit. Call it a grind. Put your life on the line. Looking his eyes, you can tell that he's scared, but they ain't ready to die. Gang get an order. Them soldiers don't stand by them 762s. They singing the tune that you ready to do.